everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to this boring October day. It's a very dull day here in Edinburgh today. I don't know where you are, whether it's a bright day, but I'm going to try and put some spice into your day today. Welcome to October and welcome to Triple T of the month. Today, I just want to remind you the resources that I have for you on Triple T. We have the blogs, so if you ever go to my website and you go to the Triple T menu, then you can read all the blogs that I have written with regards to Triple T, and you can learn more about Triple T there. You can also check the Triple T monthly activities for the months that we have done Triple T. So if you go into month from April, you can see the activity that we did in April. You can see the diary of success. So I'm encouraging the young ones to go back and refresh on some of the things that we have done. And then for parents learning to treasure, parents, you need to remind yourself of the things that you are learning. So just going back to it once in a while is a very good thing. And then if you move to the next month, I'm assuming that you should be able to, let me move this here. Sorry, that's where it is. Okay, so if I move to the next month, that was the month of May. The young people were looking at Animal Me, and we look at talent discovery in terms of the child well-being and their career development. And parents, we were looking at effective parents and twin communication. We're looking at news issue and reflection, why you need to be reflecting. And we're talking about private tutors at that point in time. Now, if you go to the next month, that was June, we had my interests. And that's when they were doing about me, and we'll be talking about that a bit. We'll be refreshing on that today. We had the talent discovery, where we were looking at how to support twins to build their confidence. And we're also looking at how to have career conversation with your twins. On the parent side, we were looking at clarification. That's how to clarify things with your young ones, their views and their beliefs, and how to do it in an open and positive manner. And we were also looking at news issues about ambition. So that's what we did in June. So we then break because the school breaks and we decide to come back now. So today, I'm going to be spending time to reflect on everything that we have done so that the next time we're meeting, I can come with something new. Today, we're going to take it back to the young person, and we're going to be looking at about me. And parents, you have an active role to play in this because you need to be supporting your young ones to begin to think about themselves. I want to tell you that working with an organization that is into skills development, they have realized that careers advice should start as early as primary school age, because most young people, by the time they are getting to secondary school age, they will have got some misconception about careers. So Scottish government are carrying a general career reviews now to actually start career from primary school. So we are way ahead of Scottish government. So for you as a parent that is listening or participating in this session, you are steps ahead of that. So this is where your role comes in to help your young one to start developing their interest in career that they will enjoy. So my name, as you all know, is Sam Shoyombo, and I'm your careers advisor. And everything I'm going to be doing is all about you. So even what the parents are here for is all about you. So, and also I'm going to be introducing you to the resource, my world of work. So just to remind you that this is the website that you can go to. For those of you that are resident in Scotland, you can use that. And for those that are resident outside of Scotland, you can still use some of the resources. Most of the things that I will be doing for the twin are available regardless of where you are. It's only when we're moving to higher level that you need to be registered and you need to have a Scottish address. But at the initial stage, you do not need that. I want us to begin to look at how we explore options with our young ones. So that's part of the thing that we'll be talking about today. And I want to introduce you to the concept of career management skills. So I will be introducing the young people to career management skills. Everything that I'm doing is to help you to begin to plan your future. So whether you are interested in basketball, in football, or you are interested in skiing, whatever your interest is, you still have to plan a career. You have to have different plans to make sure that if one doesn't work, the other one will work for you, and you still end up in a career that you will enjoy, just like I am enjoying my career as a careers advisor. So today, we will start to learn about career management skills. You will learn about your own interests. So you're going to be doing, you've done it before, but you're going to be doing it today, and I'll get some feedback from you on that. And then your careers website, My World of Work. And at the end of today, you would know your 3 character traits. And we will talk about how you're going to be using that to introduce yourself. So, what is career management skills? So the first thing that I want to do is I want to tell you what skills are. So when you understand what skills are, then you will understand when we're talking about career management skills. Skills is an aspect of your strength. A skill comes from your strength, but your strength is more than a skill. So your skill are things you know how to do, or things that you can easily learn. So career management skill is one of the things that you need to learn to know how to do, because we are all going to have a career. So I'm going to give you an example of skills, and I want you to unmute yourself to tell me which one is a skill and which one is a strength. So I'm going to give you 2 statements, and if you think you know it, just unmute and tell me the one. I can't see you because I'm only looking at the screen. So unmute and tell me the one, and mute yourself back. So 2 things, one of them is skill, one of them is strength. So the first one is, I enjoy watching football. That's the first one. I will repeat. I enjoy watching football. The second one, you give me the answer. You will tell me which one is skill, which one is strength. The second one is, I enjoy playing football. So the second one is, I enjoy playing football. Joel, I could hear your voice. So tell me which one is skill and which one is strength.
The first one is strength, and the second one is skill.
Now, why is the second one skill? Explain to me. I'm listening to you, Joel. Why is the second one skill? Why is playing football a skill?
Playing football is a skill because you're doing it and you're like involved. You're involved in it.
Thank you very much, Joel. You've actually explained it very well. The word doing is what differentiates skills from strength. So skills is an aspect of strength. So if you have skill, if you have the strength of watching football, you necessarily don't have to play it. You may not even know how to play it, but that does not mean you cannot work with your strength. You can be a football coach, you can be a commentator, you can own your own stadium. So there are so many things that you can do with that strength. But to be a footballer, you need to have the skill to be a footballer. So that is skills. So when we are talking about skills, we're talking about career management skills. The skills you need to be doing, the things you need to be doing to plan your career. So that's career management skills. Now, these skills are skills you need to make your career a success. Whatever career you want to do, you need to make them, you need to have them to make it a success for you. I, as a careers advisor, I'm just one of the people that will help you develop these skills. You have so many people in your life, at home, at school, in clubs that you belong to, different things that you're doing that could help you to develop these skills. And I want to let you know that most of all these skills, you already have them by just being you. You already have them by just being you. So you don't need to go too far to start developing career management skills. So the first skill, there are 4 elements of career management skills. The first one is self. That is you knowing who you are, your personality, your likes, your dislikes. The second one is strengths, what you're good at. That could be your talent, that could be your gifting, that could be the things you learn easily, where skills comes into it as well. So when you understand self and strengths, that is all about who you are and what you're good at. Then you want to look into the world, the horizon. What's out there for me? What can I do? And then the network is who is there to help me. So that's the network. So now I'm going to get us to do an activity to begin to understand self. So the focus of today is self. We're not going to spend time on strength, horizon, and network. We're just going to be focusing on self because that's the most important thing, and that's the one people mostly ignore. And I work in school with secondary school people. By the time they are in secondary school people, this is out of the equation. It's only the strength that we are focusing on, and then horizon and network. I have to bring them back to self. So I want us to start to understand the importance of self. So now I'm not seeing you, but I want you to do an exercise, and I will ask you a question, and I'll ask you, if you don't have any noise in your background, you can unmute. But if you have disturbance in your background, don't unmute, so you can talk back to me. Now, I want you to fold your hand. I believe you are all seeing me. Is that right? You're all seeing me.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you fold your arms? I now want you to unfold that arm and fold it the other way.
I did it. Yes, easy. This.
Now, can you tell me how simple was that? Or how easy was it to do?
Easy.
Sorry?
Easy.
Very easy. Is it very comfortable?
Well, it was okay.
As the first one, is it as comfortable as the first one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Somebody else said no. I could hear a no in the background.
Yeah. It wasn't easy. It was easier for some than some here, actually. Some found it easier than some.
That's it. Now, I want you to do the second task. You need a pen now and a piece of paper.
What is it?
Okay.
I have a diary.
And I want you to write your name with your other hand. With your other hand, not your usual writing hand, but your other hand. Write your name with your other hand. So when you finish writing, just tell me I've finished, so I can know that some of you
I'm
have
finished.
Okay. Thank you. Any other person, have you finished? Now, I want to tell you that when you were writing with your other hand, how was it as good as your normal hand?
No, but it's still good because I sometimes practice writing with my left. I sometimes practice writing my name with my left hand.
Okay. Could you write an essay with
No.
your left hand?
No.
No. Okay. So what I'm going to be talking to you about is, I'm going to be talking to you about your preferred way and the other way. Okay? Now, when you are doing things the other way, you will find it very hard to do. And some adults that are watching this today may realize they are doing things the other way already. You will find it hard to think about it. So every time you are writing with your other hand, you are having to think about every letter that you are writing. So it's taking you so much time. And it can be very uncomfortable. Do you agree that it was uncomfortable compared to writing with your normal hand? Now,
Yeah.
you also had to concentrate as well. But the end result is not as good. You put all those efforts into it, but yet the end result is not as good as you doing it in your natural way. So when you are doing things in your preferred way, it is easy, it is natural, it is very comfortable for you, and you just do it without thinking. Now, I have used this example for you to understand self, that your preferred way of doing things is who you are. And you have to be looking out for that in everything that you're doing when it comes to your career. So, the next task that I'm going to give to you, you need to have your pen and paper ready, and you are going to see 36 activities. And as each one is coming, if there is anyone that you like or you want to know more about or you are already interested in, could you write them down for yourself? Each one will be there for a very short time, so you need to write it down as they're coming up. So there are 36 of them. So don't worry if you don't see what you expect, because what you expect may still come there towards the end. And all these activities that you're going to see are activities that will help you to develop all-round skills. Or it's not just one skill that you are developing so many skills that will help you in your career. So I want you to start writing as soon as this starts playing.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You're capable of anything. You can achieve any dream. Please don't limit yourself. Don't live your life limited. It's not all sadness and misery. Life's a challenge, but you will succeed. Take control of how you feel in every circumstance. Work on yourself daily. Your story's far from done. The best is yet to come. To achieve, you must believe. You can live have to believe in yourself. You don't have to hide anything. You can be your true self. Don't need to follow society. Never forget that you're blessed. You're blessed. Give thanks for everything. Even the hard times turn out to be blessings. No matter how you feel, you can learn from your pain. It's there to make you great. Your story's far from done. The best is yet to come. But if you believe, you can live out your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is only you. Believe you will achieve. You can live out all your dreams. It's like time you know the truth. Got the power only you. But if you believe, you can live out all your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is you.
Okay. So, how did you find that?
Easy.
Good. Good.
Good.
So, can you tell me if anyone got above 10?
Yeah, both. We both.
I got above 10, but I could have taken away a few.
Yeah, we got above 10.
You got above 10. So, that's very interesting. All those activities, the ones that you're already doing, continue doing them. The one that you are interested in, get to know about them, and if you can add them to your activity or you can add them later, they will help you to develop all-round skills. And when you are getting into the real world of work, you will have all the skills that you need to be able to manage yourself, to be able to connect with others, and also to be able to innovate things. So that is what that was all about. Okay? So now I want you all to log into my world of work. You can do it on your phone. You don't have to go to a laptop. And if you can either type all the link that I'm showing on the screen now, you can type that link and get into there, and you're going to do a quiz. And I will be doing it with you. 12. So I'm not going to sign in so that I do a new one. So you go into my career options and you want the About Me tool. So the About Me tool, you come down and you say use the About Me tool. So you start answering your questions as they're coming. So I'm going to do that for myself again. Have you finished?
No, we're almost finished.
Okay, good. Has everyone else finished? Okay, Joe.
Manuel has finished as well.
Okay, so can you tell me your three character traits, Joel?
Practical, people, organizer.
Okay. Did you read the story that comes with it, with each one?
So the
How true are the story that comes with them? I want you to tell me how true would you talk about each of the story?
I think yeah I think they're all each one is true.
Okay. What percentage would you give to that description of who you are?
90%.
That's it. Manny, what percentage would you, tell me your 3 results.
I got practical, people, investigative.
Okay, that's it. So tell me, what percentage would you give to the story that comes to yours?
Well, investigative, I'll give it a 90. Practical.
90? That's it. Now, Daniel, what's your own? What are the 3 character traits that you got?
So my ones are practical, investigative, and organized.
And what percentage would you give to the story that comes with it?
Like as a mark,
Sorry?
like as a score.
Yeah, as a score, yeah. What percentage would you score? How true is the story about you? The 3 stories that you
I
got?
think it's quite true, like 80, 90, 80 to 90%.
That's it. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do, everyone that will be listening to this, when you have done the About Me quiz, the 3 character traits that you've got, I'm going to ask the youngest person here that I know, maybe there are people there that I don't know. I know Manny. Manny, could you use those 3 words to introduce yourself to me? Those 3 character traits that you've got. I want you to use those 3 words and introduce yourself.
In a sentence.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I am very practical in the things I do. I help people for helping them solve things if they're sad. I like to investigate if something happened. Well, that's pretty much it.
Thank you very much. How easy is it for you to have those 3 words to use to introduce yourself?
Well, it was kind of easy, and well, it was in the middle because it was kind of hard to make a sentence with it, but it was easy to introduce myself.
It was that's the important thing. It was easy to introduce yourself because you know the 3 words that describe you well.
But it's hard for me to do it all in a sentence.
Yeah, because you're doing it for the first time. Yeah. If you are always thinking about those 3 words every day, that's who I am, those are the best words to describe myself if I need to introduce myself anywhere. How better would you get at doing that?
Well, I'll be doing it like I've been practicing for years. And I'll be like very fluent.
That's it. So what I'm saying to you is that I want you to take the picture, keep it on your phone of the 3 words, and then put it somewhere in your room. And when you want to, if anybody say, oh, tell me about yourself. Oh, how are you doing? You just introduce yourself like that to people. And that's you telling yourself who you are. Do you all understand that? So the focus was on self today. So that is about me. And if you, for all of you that are in primary school, you can always go to my school website That is samshoyombo.com/my-school. And you can click on the year that you have. But for those in primary school, you can click on the S1. Everything in the S1 does not require you to register. So you can start doing the task. So I'm just going to do the S1 and show you what is there. So you can find out what Careers Advisor do. There is a video that tells you what Careers Advisor do. And then you can find out about, you've all done Animal Me. So if you want to redo it, you can redo the Animal Me. And you can start planning your career path with About Me. When you finish those quiz, it will give you a suggestion of careers. But I think you need to be registered before you can see those. I can't remember if you need to be registered before you see those suggestions. But those suggestions are just a tip on the iceberg, because you need to have done other two quizzes before it's so relevant to you. So I don't encourage you to start looking at the careers at this stage, but just to know yourself. Remember, it's all about self. For those of you that are in other classes, you can just click on the right gear for you and do the task there. So I want you all to write 3 things that you have learned about yourself today. I want you to write it down. 3 things that you've learned about yourself today. So write it down for yourself. And that should be your 3 character traits that you've got to know. That is about you. That is telling you who you are. Now, the second question, so that is the 3 things about you is describing who you are. The things that you are great at, I need you to write 1 thing from some of the activities that I showed you earlier today, those 36 activities. Write 1 thing that you think you're really great at. Write it down for yourself. And then that is about your horizon. That is about your strengths and the career websites. If you write the name of the career website that you can go to anytime you're thinking about career, I've introduced that career website to you. You've gone to the website, so write it down for yourself. And the last thing here is your network. So the career website is an horizon that will tell you all the things that is out there for you. The network are people that can help you. I want you to write 1 person at school, 1 person at home, and 1 person outside of home in other activities that you are involved in. So you write 3 people that can help you, that you can talk to about careers. So you write them down for yourself. So those are the 3 things that you have learned today, and that is the career management skills. So it's about self, knowing who you are. It's about your strengths, knowing what you're good at. It's also about understanding your horizon, knowing what is out there for you. And also knowing who can help you. That is your network. So that is what career management skills is all about. But the main focus of today is knowing who you are, that is self. And that is where you've got those 3 character traits that you need to always use to introduce yourself. And adults that are present today will tell you that I wish I have those 3 words to just introduce myself. Because when you are asked to introduce yourself, we all go into a numb. What do I say about myself? But when you have those 3 words, it makes it easier for you to form a sentence around who you are. So that is career management skills. And that is bringing it to the end of today. And then I want to take questions. I will come off the screen so I can see you all. So thank you for joining me today. You all know that I'm Sam Shoyombo. And the website where you can see the things that I've done is just go to my school on my website. And remember, there are loads of resources for you on Triple T on my website as well that you can refresh on the things that we have done in the past. If you have any question, you can ask me. I'm not yet able to see you, but please feel free to ask me any question from what we have done today. Unmute yourself.
I've got a question.
Yes.
What range of what age? What range of children do you work with at the school?
I work with children from S1 to S6.
Okay.
Yes, and we also work with primary school people, P5 to P7. That is year 5 in primary school to year 7 in primary school. In Scotland, primary school go up to the 7th year. So we work with them, we do group work with them as well.
Okay.
Yes. So this group work that what I've just done to you is what I've done. I've done a bigger version of it to welcome my S1 into my secondary school. So it was a bigger version of this. There is nothing you've got that they didn't get, but there are things they got that I've not introduced to you because it's too early for you. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, I do actually. Thank you so much. Really, really good session. Please, I just wanted to ask, when they did the quiz and they got the people practical organizer.
Yes.
So the sequence they came in, on top it has like a heart shape with 1, 2, 3. Does that mean it's the sequence of their strength, or it doesn't really matter? Because
No, it's actually the sequence of their personality. So the first one is, but they all go together, so it doesn't really matter. But they might actually think their number 3 is their number 1. But by the time they're doing some other quizzes, because there are things that we don't recognize about ourselves. So those things tells us that they are there, but it's just that we don't know that they're there. So it helps us to motivate our young ones, because you as parents, if you now see that, oh, someone is coming as a people and you never thought, so maybe are there things that you need to do to make them feel comfortable to be themselves? It might be that they are always asking questions, or they get angry when somebody is maltreated and parents are shouting down on them that that's not your business. This will now tell you that, oh, actually, so that's because it's a people person. That's why he has feelings for other people so much. He takes it so serious. He then helps parents to make them be themselves, so that they recognize that that's part of their strength. Because some strengths might be displayed as weaknesses if we don't understand them. And parents can sometimes make their child to feel they are trying to strengthen them when they are actually taking their strength away from them. So it's good for parents to understand this and then help the child to validate it for your children.
Brilliant, thank you so much. And also, it's also in addition to that, because I remember that times when you go for interviews, they do ask you 3 words that describe you.
Yes.
So them having this right from a tender age is really crucial, because they begin to shape who they are and they can confidently talk about that. So thank you so much. And
can I say that it will change over time as well?
Okay.
As they are learning and investigate, a practical person may turn out to not be practical again. It might turn out to be a creative person, because as they're growing, they might grow past some things and then it change their personality to becoming more creative, because the practical is not motivating them well enough again. So, and we've seen that with young people. I've seen people in their S3 when I'm interviewing them saying these are the things they want to do. And then by the time you get them in S4, they are telling you why that's the wrong decision and this is the right decision for them now. So that will change over time, but it is, and you will recognize how it's changing as well. And that is very empowering for a young person to start recognizing that life is not static. and that they as a person as well, they change, and circumstances and exposure to information could also influence things that is changing in their life and molding them as a better person. But being conscious of it is the most important thing, because then you are setting yourself to be the best that you can be in this journey of life.
Beautiful. So I suppose today we better put today's date on the bit that we've got, because
Yes.
that in a couple of years when we do it again, it might actually be different. So I'll
Yes.
put the date on today's one. Thank you.
Yes, that's great. Thank you. Do I have any other question, maybe from parents or child? Thank you everyone for joining us with Triple T today. When we have it, we'll share it, and please share it with other people. They can really benefit from it, and they can go on and do all the tasks that need to be done. And we will come back again with a new episode of Triple T. Thank you very much, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really